Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Gigguk. I say that, it's his second channel, Gaunt. I've not checked out anything on his second channel before, but a few of you have been asking for a short while now. I've seen this one ranking every shonen, and I thought that'd be quite a funny one. I feel like it's going to be not completely, like, you know, serious as Gigguk. You know what I mean. Let's just see how he ranks all these shonen shows, shall we?
For someone who's done anime content on YouTube for over 10 years,
It's a while.
and as someone who's been an anime fan for over 15 years, someone who's talked about anime online for like probably 2 decades at this point, I can't even remember.
Crazy.
There is one thing you never do. You never say your opinion about shonen anime. You
Oh
are
no.
inviting a war to happen in your reply. There is nothing more toxic than shonen anime fans arguing about shonen anime. If you want to
Yes.
stay out of the crossfire, just don't talk about shonen anime. Don't do it. It's not
So why are you
worth it.
doing this?
So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be going through every big shonen anime, and we are going to be ranking them. We're going to be ranking every shonen anime, and we are going to be fully embracing this toxicity. We're going to be fully embracing this salt. I am going to be shit on. I'm going to be cancelled left, right, and centre. Feelings are going to be hurt. Salt is going to be thrown.
God,
and by the
why?
end of this, I hope I'm still going to be alive by the time this video comes out. As a disclaimer, because I feel out of every tier list, this one is the one that needs the disclaimer the most. This is just all my personal opinions. I am not the
So if he has to
shonen
explain
master.
this,
If you
it's
disagree
definitely-
with me, then you are simply wrong. Let's change up the
There you
rankings
go.
a bit, because I like how mid in this ranking system is not even mid. If there is one word
It's
that
not
the
in the
shonen
middle.
fan base love to use, it is mid.
Mid, yeah.
Okay.
Mid.
It is fucking mid. Since every shonen show has at one point been called mid, I feel like that's how we should base the ranking system.
Okay,
so is
cool.
it peak mid, above mid, mid, below mid, or bottom mid? So now, when I call your favorite shonen mid, you can't throw shit at me. Because every shonen is mid now.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
mid should be true mid. If anyone in the
True
future comes in
mid.
with a rating system for shonen shows that is not this, then it's a completely inaccurate rating
You're crazy.
system. I'm actually going to add one more just for the shows that I haven't seen.
Ah, okay. Probably mid.
Mid. Jojo Part 1.
Oh, no.
As we all know, I am a Jojo. I will say right now, I do not read the manga, so I am an anime-only Jojo.
I really like part 1, man.
Part 1? I don't know if I'm going to piss off Jojo fans or not. Part 1 is just true mid. So
That's-
that doesn't mean
okay, that's fine.
think it's
I'm okay with
bad.
that.
I hear people going to part 1
I'm-
and being like, you know, part 1 was like getting castrated while being burned
It's
alive.
not bad,
That's how hard it was
Jesus.
to get to part
So
1.
I'm
It was
happy
only
with
when
that.
part
That's
2 started
fine.
That I really started to like Jojo. I was like, no,
This is Final Fantasy
part 1
X music.
was just okay. It was just
Yeah,
okay. Then we get to part 2.
Oh.
What sells part 2 for me, even though I think stands
It's
are
so over the top.
superior to Hamon in every
Yeah.
way, I think the characters were just a lot more interesting.
They were,
Young Joseph
definitely. He's
is
so
my
funny.
favorite JoJo so far.
Yeah.
He just
Nice.
emits so much charisma. He made part 2 so fun to watch.
Yep,
I'm a bit
amazing.
sad that Joseph doesn't have more time to shine in future JoJo parts, right? I don't know
Yeah,
what it is,
he
but
kinda,
for
like,
some
just
reason, one,
dips
JoJo
into the
just never
background.
ages. And number 2, JoJo, like, he always gets like a prevalent part in the plot, it seems like. You know, he always gets time to shine.
Yeah, but he's
You
not
see
that
Joseph
interesting,
in
like-
part 3, and it's like, damn, what happened to you, Granddad? What
Yeah,
happened to you? I
bless.
think Joseph had one cool fight in part 3, but like every other time he just felt like a comic relief character.
Yeah, that's
I just
definitely what he
don't
turned
think
into.
I'm
It's a
as
shame.
invested as other JoJo fans like Connor. Moving on to Hunter x
Ooh.
Hunter, easily peak mid.
So good.
That's a no-brainer.
So
Hunter x
good.
Hunter
Chimera
isn't just
Antark.
for running peak mid. Hunter x Hunter to me is one of the best shonen anime and manga series to exist. Easy.
It's
There's
incredible.
few
It's
shonen
so
shows
good.
that can really compete with everything that Hunter x Hunter has achieved within its time frame. The only thing I would say I have against Hunter x Hunter is that I really wish that it
hiatuses?
ended with the arc before the Dark Continent arc. That was a perfect point to just end the series and just
Yeah,
leave
the
things off
Chimera
with just a
Antark
nice,
was
clean ending.
boss.
And the thing about the Dark Continent arc is that in terms of scale compared to the original run of the series, it's just blown everything out of the water, and I'm like, why would you do this? Like, we were already going at a snail's pace as it is. It's basically like you started off in the United Kingdom, and then you introduce the entire continent.
Yeah, it's like there's so much more out there to explore, and it's like,
150
what?
episodes just on one little continent.
Yeah.
Hunter at its peak is almost untouched. The York New arc is one of my favorite arcs in Shonen of all time.
Oh yeah, that's sick with the Phantom Troop. That's amazing.
Arc in Hunter x Hunter at all. The peaks in the Chimera Ant arc are fucking incredible.
Incredible. Yeah,
There's also
my
a lot
god.
of slow points in the Chimera Ant arc as well. York New to me is just pure, concentrated S-tier shonen material. I was orgasming from like the first chapter to the last chapter of York.
Damn, that's a
to
lot.
Me, the spiders are
Phantom Troop are
the
incredible.
best group of villains.
So interesting.
And York New was where we really
Crollo.
first get to see
Whoa.
them shine. Moving on, Inuyasha. Inuyasha holds a special
I still need
place
to watch
in
Inuyasha.
a lot of our hearts. It's a show that I'm sure many people have grown up
Well, I'm
with.
sure, yeah, I was going to say it's been around for a
Back out
while
with
on
a
like
lot
Western
of
TV, hasn't it?
memories there. Having said that, I don't think it's aged well. I remember I tried
'cause
to
we've got the
watch
sequel going on at the
Inuyasha
moment,
as
haven't
an
we?
adult. I think about like 5 years ago. My god, is it a drag? It
Oh, no.
drags on for so long. It's hard to tell what is canon and what is filler, because half of it seems like filler. I can't say that this is on the same level as Jojo Part 1 at all. Get your nostalgia glasses out of here. I'm only going to accept opinions.
Yeah, because it was one of those shows, it's like,
Inuyasha within the past 5
trying
years.
to think. If you told
Maybe
me,
the new seasons
no,
of
it's
anime
Big O is
better,
actually
but,
good.
like the original OG Inuyasha.
What show did I watch that was on TV and I'm like, oh, it's amazing, but like,
this is the first one that's really gonna get people angry. Are you ready to rustle some jimmies, guys?
There we go.
Let's rustle some jimmies. My
There we go.
Academia.
I think this is mid.
Arguably the shonen show that reignited Shonen Jump's place after the big three. I
Yeah.
remember when My Hero Academia came
Very
out,
popular in
it
the
was
worst.
fantastic.
'Cause it's
It
superheroes.
was great. It was everything I wanted.
Marvel
from
was
shonen,
just
and
booming.
It blew up. You had a tournament arc. It was great. And then after season 3 came out, you had the fantastic moment with All Might. And then
Oh yeah, against All for One.
everyone stopped talking about it.
That's
It was
true,
1,
actually,
2,
yeah,
and
it's just
3.
a
The
thing that
rankings would
happens.
be a lot higher. If it was 4 and 5, the rankings would be a lot lower. Right now, when I look at My Hero Academia, I gotta go with gut feeling. Right now.
True mid. Yeah.
That's what I think right
Yeah,
now.
that's
Okay,
fine.
that's
Well,
what I think right
I'm
now.
on to with that.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I don't know what your favorite fight or favorite moment in My Hero Academia is. I think this is actually going to be the bigger unpopular opinion. My favorite moment in My Hero Academia is actually All Might versus Nomu. That was when I was watching.
That was a
My
sick
Hero
fight, though. That was
Academia with
absolutely
zero
awesome.
expectations. That was the moment.
That is a memorable
sold me on
moment.
My Hero Academia. That was a fucking fantastic
It was
moment.
incredible.
And then I feel like, in terms of the fights, it is just a lot less interesting than other shonens that are airing right now. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of My Hero Academia's strengths comes from its character writing. The character writings regarding the legacy of some of these heroes and all of the developments that they go through, especially season 4 and season 5, has just not caught my
I need to
interest
watch
at all,
5. I
okay?
can binge that now,
Because
can't I?
I
It's all
feel
out.
like
Ooh, let me
after
finish some of the
you
shows. Oh,
focus
new season
so
starting.
much
Oh.
on the League of Villains and
Ooh.
the legacy of all of these heroes, and then you go back to an arc about them going through an exam. I know, haha.
They are
you
at
know, read it's called My
school.
Hero Academia.
Yeah, they're at
Yes,
school,
it is
like-
called My Hero Academia. But when you introduce characters and stakes that seem to like go far beyond what's going on in high school, and then you go back to the high school, that's gonna feel like a step down. The most interesting part of the later seasons was Endeavor, and I found his
I am
character
really
arc
looking forward to
way
seeing
more
that. That's
interesting
from season
to
5,
see
isn't
how
it?
he would fill the shoes of All Might and how he would handle that. Like, that was way more interesting than anything going on in school. And then you want me to care about a fucking high school concert going on compared to all of that? No, come on. Sorry, My Hero Academia fans, it is true mid.
True
I
mid?
will
I
add an addendum
thought
because
that anyway.
I have heard that season 6 and My Villains Academia is going to be incredible.
Yeah, that's why I need to
Season
binge
6
so I can
does
see
fucking
that, 'cause I've heard
slap.
a
As always, I will
lot
change
of
my
good stuff
opinion,
about
but
it.
right now, it's hard for me to care about it. It's okay. It's mid. It's okay, it's mid.
Yeah, it's not like you're saying it's
That's what I was
bad.
trying to say. Alright, moving on. Dragon Ball.
Whoa.
Okay, this is all
Is this Dragon Ball Z or?
God, give me strength for what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna need alcohol to get
True
through
mid.
this, guys. Okay, let's start with Dragon Ball Z, because that's what I'm talking about here.
Oh.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
The most important anime for me. I mean, if it wasn't for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I probably wouldn't be an anime fan.
Whoa, no, not
Having
true.
said
Wow.
that, it
It's
is
above
a
mid.
very, very old called Show, and it
Right.
set the standard for a lot of shonen anime and manga.
I'm so
after.
disappointed.
And since then, I feel like shonen anime and manga has taken the benchmark that Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z has set. They have massively refined it.
Well,
and
yes,
improved it.
okay.
It's made shonen anime and manga what it is.
Have you
but I
watched
feel
Dragon Ball
shonen
Z
anime
back?
and manga nowadays is
So
just
good.
in a league that is far beyond what the original Dragon Ball Z has done.
it's
It's got the same
blood
issue that a lot of anime shows back then had. Far too much filler. Things are too dragged out. A lot of people like it because of its legacy, because of how important.
I like how dragged out the fights are.
Because of how
Let them spend
big
45
and
minutes changing a
influential
light
the show
bulb.
was. I tried to get into Dragon Ball Super. I really did.
Oh, Super
I
was
gave
boss.
Dragon Ball Super 50 episodes, which is more episodes.
Did you see
than
the
I would
movies
give,
already,
like,
though, as
any show
well?
at all. It just feels like compared to other shonens, it's just a lot less interesting. It's okay.
Oh, gosh.
Well, how can I say this? Like, I'm trying my best not to just say it's literally mid, but I watched 50 episodes and I didn't really feel anything watching 50 episodes.
Yeah, but
To
with
Dragon
me,
Ball
it was
Super
difficult because
is
I'd seen the movies
definition
already
of
and that was being
mid-tier
dragged
shonen.
out.
That
After I
is
got past the movies,
benchmark
then I was
for
alright.
mid-tier shonen. It's not bad. It's just a complete by-the-book shonen. And another thing wrong with Dragon Ball Super is that the power scalings were just too.
It is all
off-scale
over the
for,
place with
like,
power
for
scaling.
me
Yeah,
to
okay.
really
Oh,
even
come on.
comprehend.
You don't care about
Dragon
power
Ball Z
scaling.
was most interesting in Dragon Ball. When it felt like it actually gave a shit about martial arts, to me,
Yeah,
like,
that's
when I
cool.
found Dragon
Like, I've
Ball
seen
most
Mark's
interesting.
reviews
Dragon
on Dragon Ball, and it
amazing
does seem
moments,
very,
had some
like, cool on the
absolutely amazing
choreography and
moments,
stuff.
But that was also dragged down by just
The actual
how
close
dragged
combat
out
fights
the
and that.
fights were in Dragon Ball Z. And Dragon Ball Super, to me, feels like a 1990 shonen being aired in, like, the late 2000s. It really hit home for me. You know, you watch Dragon Ball Super, I remember when it was first airing, and I remember thinking, man, Goku's, like, already the most powerful person in the world.
Yes.
Okay, now he's the most powerful person
In the universe.
in the galaxy.
Oh,
Now
okay.
he's the most powerful person in the universe.
Here we go.
Where are they going to go there? There's no way to go, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What if we
The
introduce
multiverse,
all the
that's
verses,
the only
yeah.
place that they could go. How the fuck are they going to top that? It's power scaling for the sake of power scaling. Maybe Dragon Ball as a whole would be higher if I was judging it based on something like Dragon Ball Kai, even then, compared to some of the stuff coming out.
Oh,
right
like
now,
where they
compared
take
to
out the
Jujutsu
filler.
Kaisen, compared to
Oh,
Demon
God.
Slayer. Dragon Ball just isn't comparable.
Yeah, it isn't
in my opinion.
on that
I
standard
can't
at
wait to be
all.
torn
I guess I
apart
agree
by
with
Dragon
that.
Ball fan. Holy shit. Slam dunk.
Not seen it, so.
Are we judging this on anime or manga?
Oh, damn.
Shows, I'm going to give the benefit
You
of
see,
the
I don't
doubt,
watch a lot of
and
sport
I'm going to judge the
anime.
series on the best way that you can consume it. If it was based purely on anime, I don't think the anime's aged well at all.
Right.
It's true mid. I would not be able to get through Slam Dunk as it is today as an anime. Matches that last like 9 episodes plus.
Oh, damn, that's a long
lose
time.
interest so much.
Jesus.
And even when I was a new anime fan, because I watched Slam Dunk when I was a new anime fan, I
Okay.
was so close to dropping Slam Dunk. Having said that, I did go on and read the manga as well, and the manga is peak. It is
Interesting.
peak sports anime. Okay, I compared Dragon Ball to modern shonen battle anime, and I say I would not
Oh, this is put on
recommend Dragon
peak with
Ball
the
right now
manga.
over other modern battle shonen anime or manga. Slam Dunk still stands up there with the best. It
Sick.
stands up there
Cool.
at the peak with the best of like all sports anime and manga.
Okay, cool,
It's
cool.
one of the sports manga that set the stage for sports manga. But unlike with modern shonen battle manga, modern shonen sports manga still stand on the same level or below Slam Dunk. And this is not only one of the best sports manga of all time, it's one of the best manga of all time in my opinion.
Whoa,
The
damn,
art
what
is
a...
incredible.
Wow, that does look really good though, to be
Characterizing
fair,
is incredible.
Jesus.
It's one of the sports manga where you
I was
don't
just be like,
need
okay, what?
fancy powers. You don't need some like Kuroko fucking beam shooting out of their hands. It has just got fantastic writing, and Joey
Cool.
said this before, but the absolute balls. If you don't know how this manga ends, I'm not gonna say what happens in the ending. The
Yeah,
last
please don't.
chapter of this manga has 0 dialogue, and
Oh.
it is one of the greatest endings to like a shonen
Yo,
manga
and to
of all
do
time.
that
Moving on
in a
to YuYu
non-sound
Hakusho. Fuck, this is a
art
hard
form
one for me.
is incredible.
This is a really hard one. This
I
is
still
hard.
need to
This is hard.
see YuYu
Is it
Hakusho as
peak Or
well.
is it above? Is it peak or is it above?
Ooh.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
I've heard
This
so
is
much good
this is really
things.
fucking hard.
So many good
I don't want
things.
to judge it based on nostalgia. The anime, at least, is very old. Some of the animation has not aged the best, obviously. There are things that YuYu Hakusho has done that still stand at the top today. One of the biggest tropes in all of shonen anime and manga. The Dark Tournament is still the best tournament.
I have heard that that's
of all time.
incredible.
I also think it has some of the best villains of all time. Toguro.
I've heard he is
still
insane.
An amazing fucking villain as well. The Chapter Black arcs is still absolutely fucking incredible. Yu Yu Hakusho has some of the best villains in shonen.
Cool.
That's
I
just
love
because
me some good
Higashi
bad guys,
is
man.
fucking
It's the same guy that did Hunter x
incredible.
Hunter, isn't it? So it kind of makes sense because he does some really
Yu
good
Yu
bad guys. Oh my
Hakusho
god.
stands at a high above mid
Okay.
or a low peak mid.
Oh, put it in the above.
It's hard. I think I will keep it at above.
Cool, cool.
The last arc of Yu Yu Hakusho isn't that great, and everything before the Dark Tournament arc is okay. Yu Yu Hakusho at its peak is still peak shonen. I'm gonna keep it at above mid. Jojo Part 6. So right now, I don't have too much of an opinion on Jojo Part 6. Only 13 episodes have been...
Oh, so he's
released
anime
by
only, so
Netflix
sick. I really liked
so
it.
easy above
I
mid.
really
You can
liked
basically
it.
see if Pucci will be as good of a villain as some of the previous villains in
It does
JoJo.
have
Like
a
I
lot to
said,
live
I
up
think
to.
JoJo, in terms of villains,
I can't wait for the next half of Part 6. I binged that. I was like, yo!
13 episodes.
Kira was
JoJo Part 6
hell of a
is above
villain.
me. It's good. It's good. Moving on to JoJo
Part 3
JoJo
is
Part
peak!
3 is probably the most iconic JoJo.
It's
There's a
so
reason why
peak.
Jotaro comes back constantly in every future part.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known about JoJo if it wasn't for JoJo Part 3 because I was
Peak.
one of the few
It's
people
peak.
that actually watched the original OVAs of JoJo.
Peak.
Oh, I think it's mid. It stands on the level of My Hero Academia, Part 1 JoJo, and Dragon Ball. JoJo Part 3.
What?
If it was half the length
What?
that it was,
No.
it would be above mid. What
No.
I love about JoJo Part 3 is that it's just a road trip with the boys. By the
Which
end
I
of the
love.
road trip, you'll fucking
I love
learn
it.
about who lives and who dies because you're going to the end of this journey. Another thing that I think really stands out about Part 3 is that there are few characters in anime that emit final boss energy as much as Dio Part 3.
Hell
Dio
yes.
Part 3 is the epitome of final
Yeah,
boss.
he is.
When
He
you
really
see
is.
Dio in
How is it
Cairo,
true
he's
good?
been hyped up so much that you think there is nothing that could possibly meet the hype of the first time.
And then, oh my
Dio
god, when
introduces.
Polnareff's
He
on the
completely
stairs and it's like,
encapsulates
wait,
the hype.
what?
He completely meets it, and it's an excellent final fight, and it's an excellent final battle. But just the lead up to that battle is so long, and it's so dragged out. There are two things that really
Gigguk,
make
why?
JoJo Part 3 true mid. Number one, I feel like the stand powers weren't as interesting as stand powers in future parts.
No, that's true, but you're just starting up.
It feels
You
like
just started
Araki
up.
was still
You just came up with it.
himself
He just
himself
invented
watching
it.
With stands and stand powers. Some of the early stands just felt like very normal anime powers.
Well,
They didn't
yeah,
feel like
they're
they were
gonna
breaking
be.
lines like in future
They're
parts.
going
And
to
the second
be.
thing, it felt way too Monster of the Week, and I feel like Monster of the Week format does
That's
not age well.
Yeah, but it's a
at all.
safe way of
Parts, it
building
really
up a
felt
new
more like
narrative.
every
And
encounter
working with it.
felt more prevalent to
Working
an
with the
ongoing
stands,
plot.
man.
A lot of Part 3 to me is forgettable. A lot of Part 3 to me is forgettable. I think Part 2 is more memorable than Part 3, but
I mean,
I feel like Part 3 did really set the stage
okay, yeah.
for future JoJo parts.
Okay,
That's why
2
to
is
me,
more memorable.
Part 3 is true mid.
Oh, that's so
It's
painful
looking
to
quite bad right
see.
now,
God
because
damn.
I've got 2 JoJo parts in true mid. I'm being outed as a fake JoJo fan.
No,
Maybe I don't suck as
you
much
faux
as you
faux
thought I
fan.
did. I'm sorry, guys. On to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
There's a lot of people in chat saying this is peak. I don't know if that's
I think that's nostalgia.
talking or not. A lot of
Recently been
people
watching
are
season
invested in
1 on
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Netflix.
because
It's
one of the
funny,
shows they
but
grew up in. But is
yeah.
it good? Would you seriously rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, unlike you guys,
First
I have
season,
zero
yes.
investment in Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't get into Yu-Gi-Oh during the Yu-Gi-Oh phase. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is below mid, right? I
Ooh,
guess
I
I don't
won't
know
put
how
it
we can argue
there,
about this. As much criticism as I've given to My Hero Academia, JoJo, and Dragon Ball, I can't think of a moment in Yu-Gi-Oh that rivals the peak of what Dragon Ball, JoJo, My Hero
I suppose, yeah, I
Academia
can't
has
actually think of, like,
achieved. Dark
although-
Magician Girl? You're just saying that that's because that's your, like, your first crush, that's your first waifu.
So?
Dark Magician Girl is everyone's first fucking waifu, along
Yeah.
with, like, Misty from Pokemon.
Yeah.
You ain't 12 anymore, come
Oh.
on. One Piece.
Whoa.
This one's easy. We are past the point of the
Peak.
era of the
Peak.
Peak. I remember a point where people actually
I am nearly up to
were
date with the
arguing
One Piece manga, by the way.
which one was better out of Bleach,
Nearly completely
Naruto,
up to
and
date.
One Piece.
I'm 10
One
chapters
Piece
behind.
has endured.
I'm on chapter
Even
1033.
now, it keeps getting better better. We talk about shonen shows that have aged well and shonen manga that has aged well. One Piece's story has aged as it's gone on. I criticised My Hero
I
Academia
literally just started last
for
year,
its
and
fights,
it's so good.
the same criticism to One Piece. By far, my least favourite aspect about One Piece are the fights itself. To me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the fights don't last that long.
Isn't just one of the greatest shonen manga of all time, if not the greatest shonen manga.
The story's
of all time.
incredible.
One Piece, to me, is one of my favourite pieces of fiction of all time. The level of world building and
It's
love
something
that
else.
One Piece, it is not just one of the best examples of world building we've seen in anime and manga, it is one of the best examples of world building we've seen, period. One Piece at its peak cannot be touched. There are some arcs that might not be as strong as other arcs, there might be some slower arcs, but I don't know how Oda has gone on for so long, and it still feels like One Piece hasn't peaked. There have been
Still
so
going,
many
man. There's so much
amazing
stuff we
moments
still
in
need to
this
know.
one
Well,
manga.
do we? I don't know.
can't
Right, let me
even
catch up.
count all of the moments. It makes you hype. It makes you cry. It gives you all range of emotions.
You have so
in
many
this one
questions
piece
that
of
you
manga.
want
There's just something
answering all the
magical
time.
about the world of One Piece. And I feel like the biggest criticism people throw to One Piece fans praise it too much. I am that One Piece
It deserves
fan.
the
Can't
praise,
stop
man.
praising One Piece. For someone listening to One Piece fans talk about One Piece out of context, it sounds like the weirdest fucking shit you've
Yeah,
probably ever heard.
but read it,
right?
it
One
makes
Piece is
sense,
peak.
man.
There's no other word I can use to describe One Piece other than peak, in every sense of the words. One Piece has left a legacy that will be remembered by anime
yes.
and manga fans throughout the history of anime and the future of anime. It is going to be something that I feel people are going to look back on the same level as Dragon Ball and the other classics of anime and manga when it ends. The most amazing thing I think about One Piece is that it doesn't even seem like it's peaked yet. I think
No, it's still
there's
going.
always an upswing that we can wait for.
Like,
It
what's
blows my
next?
mind
What is
how
next, man?
any author can achieve that after going on for 1,000 chapters and like 20 odd years. One Piece is peak, and I'm not just going to say that. One Piece is my favourite shonen.
You can't
manga
argue that,
of all
man.
time.
Definitely
Moving on
is.
to Haikyuu.
I
This
need
one's
to
hard.
check this
one's hard.
out.
I think it's peak.
Okay.
Actually, no. Okay, I'm bringing it down. I'm remembering. Okay, it is
Yep.
very, very, very close to peak in my opinion. It is like so close. Like I didn't enjoy season 4 too much. Right now it's above mid. Depending on how it ends, it could be here. It could be here standing with Slam Dunk. It has that potential. Season 3 of Haikyuu, that was peak shonen sports anime. Overall, from what I've seen, it is above mid. It is really, really, really fucking good. To me, it stands with YuYu Hakusho, where I want to put it in between above mid.
See, I've not seen
and
Haikyuu
mid.
though. Again, I need to
Right now,
watch or
I don't
read some
wanna
more
have
like
another tier,
sport anime or
because
manga,
then
man.
True mid wouldn't be true mid anymore. It basically does what every shonen sports anime should do, and just refines everything to like a hyper sharp point. Moving on to
Noragami, man. True mid.
God. If there's one thing I don't understand, it's how Noragami got so popular. To me, Noragami is mid.
Yeah. I'd say it's not amazing, but it's decent, man.
Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko no Basket
Again, not seen.
above mid.
Oh
It's
god.
above
Okay, go ahead.
I really, really enjoyed Kuroko no Basket. Would I rewatch it? Probably not. It is so much fun for a sports anime. Is it as good as Haikyuu? Hell no. It is definitely not as good as Haikyuu. But is it mid? No, it's not mid. I feel like I have to make more tiers. Should I make more tiers? I guess.
Stick to
I will
what you've
have to
got.
make more tiers.
Stick to
me,
it.
It peaked with the Alvin match. Like that first match was peak Kuroko, and that was
I
the
need to
last
watch
time
these
you
sports
really
anime,
got
man.
Truly surprised, like someone's ability and someone's power. And to me, I feel like that was also the last match that had like the last semblance of believability in the basketball like ability skills.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Alvin was
What, did it start peaking and give people
ridiculously
abilities that
OP.
just
He
seemed
was
didn't
OP to the
human-like?
point where you like maybe thought that this could exist in real life. But like after that, that's when the power scaling truly hit and Kuroko started to become literal superpowers. I think the
God.
character writing is less good.
I think with
than
sports,
Slam Dunk
anime, and manga,
Haikyuu, but I
it's
still
more enjoyable
think
if it feels
at its
believable,
best,
I guess.
Kuroko is hype. And that's
It's like Run
one
with the
thing
Wind's
that
good.
can't
I always
say
go to Run with the Wind because that's the one I
Anyway,
watched.
moving on to Medaka Box.
What is
Going by
this?
anime, Medaka Box would be true mid, maybe even below mid. Going
What
by
is
anime.
it?
The anime did not adapt the points of the manga where it really had a chance to shine. Is it high or above? Parts is a highly underrated shonen manga. If you didn't know, this is a shonen manga that is written by Nishio Isin, did I pronounce that right? Who wrote the Monogatari series. The later stages of Medaka Box have some ideas that I don't really think have been explored in any other shonen manga, to my recollection. Breaks the mold so well.
Interesting.
It does take a while to get to the good points. I mean, it takes so long that for the longest time, it's like true or below mid. Because the anime adapts what I feel are the weakest parts of the manga. But I feel like the peaks of the manga, it breaks the fourth wall so much. It's really, really meta, and like, I have a huge fucking boner for meta aspects in shows, especially if they're done well. So to me, I'm gonna put it as high mid.
That is cool.
Shokugeki
Food
no
Wars,
Soma.
oh my
This
god,
one's
this
really
is
hard.
so high
This
mid.
is Shokugeki
High
no
mid.
Soma season by season, okay? So it starts here, and then it just progressively gets worse. This is season 1 and 2, then season 3, and then whatever like the absolute state of Shokugeki.
I haven't watched 3 and 4.
Shokugeki no Soma fell off. If Shokugeki no Soma was 2 or 3 seasons, it would definitely be above mid. It ran into the problem of power scaling, where like the dishes in season 2 were already
This sounds so silly,
good,
but yeah.
right? They were already so fucking good.
Like,
At
how
which
do you
point
improve upon
you
them?
distinguish between 2 amazing dishes. As a reader, I'm like, both of these dishes look fucking incredible. Okay? And like, it got to a point where Shokugeki no Soma, they won because one person used a single ingredient that was like a fraction of the way better than the other opponents. Gordon Ramsay would cream his pants over both of these dishes. There was a point when I couldn't distinguish which dish was the better dish, even when it was explained to me. That to me is when Shokugeki started to fall off. Because that to me is when it started to become repetitive. Hajime no Ippo. This one's easily peak.
Right, I've heard so much good things about that.
In my opinion.
Well, there's
maybe.
no. Super Eye Patch Wolf did a video on it.
Yeah. For the greatest sports anime and manga of all time. Either anime or manga is fucking incredible.
Oh, damn, both cool.
Nowadays, because it came in an age before Kuroko and before Haikyuu, before all of the boys in sports anime and manga were pretty. I feel like that's the biggest thing that puts people off, is that the guys, unfortunately, they aren't the pristine, pretty boys like they are in Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket. Hajime no Ippo is untouched in terms of hype. I don't know how, but every new season, every time I read Hajime no Ippo, there always seems to be a point. You think it reaches peak hype, and then it one-ups itself every time. Maybe the characters in Hajime no Ippo are just too Chad for other sports anime and manga to really appreciate. Seraph of the End.
Yo.
Yeah. 7 Deadly.
I quite liked Seraph of the End's anime.
Out of all of these shows, the one I've given the most chance to is 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
I've tried so fucking hard.
And got so freaking far.
It took me 6 tries. It was almost my 7 Deadly Sins, because it took me 6 tries to get through the entire first season.
Oh, wow, okay, I thought the first season was decent, I thought the second season was better, and then problems with the animation.
I've watched or like read a decent amount of that manga. There was enough in that story to actually grip me and keep me watching. But I just don't like 7 Deadly Sins, okay? Even the good points, I don't even like the good points of 7 Deadly Sins.
The humor's a bit repetitive.
Prince of Tennis, it's mid nowadays. I would not recommend Prince
Is it still going?
There are some good points in Prince of Tennis, but I do not think...
I was at university seeing like the manga in Waterstones by my student house.
The problem with Prince of Tennis is that it had a lot of the same problems as Kuroko without maintaining the hype. Kuroko no Basket had this point where the powers got ridiculous. It made me less invested in what was going on, but at least it was still hype. Prince of Tennis got so ridiculous that I stopped taking it seriously. I think the most famous scene that stands out to me is the Tezuka zone. One of my favorite scenes in all of sports anime and manga, but for the wrong reasons. To explain, this guy has this power. Anytime an opponent returns the ball to him, the ball will always go towards his zone of control. That's why it's called the Tezuka zone. The visual metaphors get so over the top that it starts off with the entire universe revolving around him, and it expands out to see like the solar system and the universe, that eventually, from what I remember, his tennis ball literally wiping out the dinosaurs. Let me see if I can find this. So he's the center of the fucking galaxy. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he starts the Big Bang. He starts the Big Bang. That's what happened. He starts the Big Bang. You know what? Watching that scene, maybe deserves to be there.
What?
Alright,
That is so
Siren.
weird.
I
What is
fucking love
this?
the shit out of Siren. Is it above mid or high mid?
What is
I
it?
don't know if it's nostalgia talking. I'm gonna put it above mid. I do think it is highly
Whoa.
underrated, and I think
That
the main
looks
character
awesome.
has a super unique power as well. His power kind of has a mind of its own, so he doesn't have full control over his power. How he has to try and control his power is to basically give it subroutines. And I remember reading Siren when I was studying like C programming, C++, and I fucking loved it. That it basically just brought like programming into a shonen power-up. I thought that was fucking brilliant. I think the strongest aspect about this is the mystery aspect as well. The show, or the manga at least, gets less good when the mystery is solved. I do think that the last arc is definitely weaker, but that's because, unfortunately, it got cancelled. Siren is a highly underrated manga. I think it definitely deserved to get a proper ending, or proper time to do its ending, and that's why I think it's above mid. You definitely check out Siren.
Cool.
Out of all of this, I think Medaka Box and Siren are the most underrated shonen manga on this list.Moving on to Rurouni Kenshin. This one's kind of a sour spot for me.
Not seeing this.
If you don't know what happened, the author of Rurouni Kenshin, he was exposed for some very awful things.
Oh no.
I think Rurouni Kenshin is a fantastic shonen manga. The anime might have aged a bit in terms of its animation, but the manga still is incredible, even though I'm not going to reread it. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people who was able to easily separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, it is a bit difficult at times. Depends how...
I'm not going to speak too much about this. Rurouni Kenshin is an incredible shonen. It is high mid. It is on the same level as something like YuYu Hakusho for me. Anyway, moving on. Eyeshield 21.
What is this?
So, Eyeshield 21, the anime, I think has aged badly. It definitely goes into the same problems as Slam Dunk in terms of its pacing issues with its matches and everything. The anime is true mid or below mid, but the manga, high mid. I think the manga, to me, just below Haikyuu, maybe even the same level as Haikyuu.
Damn.
I think I prefer the character writing in Haikyuu, but I think Murata's art is
That does look
out of
cool,
the
man.
fucking world
That's
in Eyeshield
sick.
21. And I'm not going to say the art carries it, because it's not. It doesn't carry it. Great fucking story to begin with. Murata elevates it to a level that is high mid, don't know if it's peak. It's definitely fucking up there. I'm going to move Prince of Tennis back down to true mid. That was Prince of Tennis at its most ridiculous, and obviously we put it at peak because it was so ridiculous that it was awesome again. That's like every power in Eyeshield 21. It's so ridiculous that it just adds to the hype. It doesn't pretend that its powers are ever believable. It's never at a point that you think is ridiculous, because everything is ridiculous. And so, with that in mind, it is definitely up there as one of the best sports manga of all time. Maybe
so
not
many
at the same
sports
level as
mangas
Slam
on this,
Dunk
man.
and Hajime no Ippo, but it is damn close. Black Clover.
Yo.
If you remember when Black Clover came out, I think I called Black Clover the problem child of shonen.
Well,
Because of
the
how
anime.
generic I thought it was. When Black Clover
The
came
manga
out,
is pretty
everyone
damn
shit on it.
decent.
Everyone compared it to fucking My Hero Academia, right? This was the point. All of the hype in shonen was with My Hero Academia. And then Black Clover came out, and we were like, how can Black Clover exist in an era where My Hero Academia has just come out? It feels like a dated shonen that should have come out 5 to 10 years ago. It got shit on by every anituber, including me, that it was like the most generic...
Well, I read the first 2
bottom-tier,
volumes and I was like,
mid,
yo,
even
okay,
below
manga's the way to go with
that can
this.
ever exist. So, how unthinkable would it be if Black Clover was actually better than My Hero Academia? If someone would actually think that Black Clover, after all that it's been through, was actually better
It's gonna go
than
above
My
mid, isn't
Hero
it?
Academia.
Above mid. There you go.
I did it. It happened. It is better than My Hero Academia. It is, okay? Black Clover
Take that.
keeps getting better. I don't know how Black Clover does it, but it is everything I basically love about shonen. The only reason it's not high mid is because I don't think it does enough new things. In
Yeah,
shonen
it does
anime
everything the
manga.
same
Anything I
right.
think stops it from being high mid. But I think in general, it is the best classic take on the shonen battle genre that is out right now. The hype just keeps getting better. I don't know how it keeps one-upping itself, but The one biggest thing I can say about Black Clover is that there never seems like there's any downtime. Air Gear. I'm going to put this above me.
Air Gear, I've heard of that.
I feel like Air Gear is a very underrated shonen manga. Basically, it was rollerblading with rockets. Fire.
Oh, I've heard of that because Fat Dog Studios are doing an abridgment of it. Fire Force is decent though. Nah. True mid.
To me, is the animation. Because Fire Force has incredible...
Fire Force should be at least true mid. Those first 2 seasons were boss.
Entirely off the first season. To me,
oh, nah, season 2 was so sick.
Like a mid-2000s shonen in a time where
season 2 was so good.
Fire Force is worse than Soul Eater, which is the guy's previous work. The only thing that
Soul Eater was alright. I mean, the anime kind of like ruined the story halfway through.
I didn't really feel like I was invested in the pretty animation anyway. Another thing that really pissed me off about Fire Force as well was Tamaki.
Yeah, okay, I get
that.
I totally get that.
Where at least nowadays, fan service seems like it doesn't get in the way of the plot. I'm a fucking degenerate, okay? I love fan service.
But
what I hate
it can be too much.
fan service gets in the way of the plot or a serious moment. Demon Slayer.
Boom.
Oh, we're about to get salty, aren't we?
Boom.
Oh, okay. Demon Slayer I am judging based purely on the anime. As much as people want to downplay Demon Slayer because of how popular
It should be high mid then, surely.
How much it's hyped up. I think Demon Slayer, the animation, it has some of the most beautiful looking scenes.
Sick,
in
yeah.
battle
My
anime.
god, that second season.
How amazing the Entertainment District arc is.
Yo.
One of my favourite scenes in all of Shonen Battle anime is the ending of the spider fight. And the reason for that is, maybe like I just overhyped it, maybe I'm just misremembering how good it was, and then I rewatched that scene for my new Demon Slayer anime video, and I literally cried once again. It's one of the most unique climaxes to a Shonen Battle anime I've ever seen. It's something that I can't describe as hype, because a lot of the times you see the end of a battle and you see the end of a fight and it's like hype as hell. That scene was just so beautiful. It's just pure art. It's like the song, it's the way it's built up, the way it just immerses you into this one beautiful flowing moment. Talking about the scene, I'm literally just getting goosebumps talking about it.
It was so sick though, wasn't it? Like,
on another level of any other scene I think I've seen in Shonen Battle anime. I kind of want to put it high mid just for that scene.
There you go.
Just for that scene.
There you go.
Moving on. Jojo Part 4 is, I think, my second favourite part. I think it's high mid. I think it's high mid. My favourite parts of Jojo so far have been in Part 4. I'm just going to do Part 5 now. I think they're both high mid.
Part 4's bad guy was so sick.
My favourite parts of Jojo
Oh
so
wow,
far.
Part 5 as well, interesting.
For different reasons is because I think in general, Part 5 in general is more consistent than Jojo Part 4. I think Jojo Part 4 had some slow moments in it. Depending on the episode, there were some episodes
Well, it's because it's
really
just based around one town, isn't it?
Didn't like a lot at all. So it was a bit of a hit and miss. But Jojo Part 5 was consistently just all great. Having said that, my favourite Jojo moments so far have come from the second parts of Part 4. Kira is such an enigma. Right?
Kira's so weird.
Feel like a JoJo villain. Kira feels like he was a character picked out of Death Note or Monster.
Yeah, and then just dropped in.
Just put into a JoJo.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but he's such an interesting character that he doesn't exactly carry it, but he adds such a different dimension to JoJo that we haven't seen before or since. Because the peaks of Part 4 were so good, even if I didn't enjoy the first half of Part 4 so much, I think it deserves high mid because it does contain my favourite JoJo parts. Part 5, just a consistently good show. I think Part 5 is when Araki, everything just really clicks together.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
It's just when JoJo is coherent and is consistent as well. Bleach! I've shit on Bleach so much, okay?
Yeah, you gotta give it at least true mid.
Everything I said. This is completely nostalgia talking. This might be
oh, go ahead, cool.
Maybe it's above
Can't
mid.
wait for the 1,000 Year Blood War arc to be animated. That's gonna be sick.
And I don't know why. I'm really, really hyped for the new season.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm really, really hyped for the new season.
The manga was so good.
Society arc is one of my favourite shonen battle
yeah,
arcs.
so
and
sick.
I don't know if that's just like rose-tinted glasses. I'm totally not judging this fair because if I was, then it'd probably be like below mid or something.
No.
It fell off. whatever, because I
No.
do think that Bleach fell off. But I don't know.
Danya Blood War arc is gonna be so hype.
Despite the problems with the plot, and despite the fact that I think that Soul Society was the peak of Bleach, and Hyuga was still very, very good Bleach, and it kind of fell off from there. It has left such a deep impression on everyone that's read it, and it still has left such a deep impression on me. I don't know why. Soul Eater is above mid, right? It's really good. This compared to Fire Force is a lot better. I feel like Soul Eater has much more interesting characters. It is kind of how I see Black Clover. I think the biggest problem with Soul Eater was actually watching the anime. It was when anime went through
I wish I
anime
went the manga route.
to go through this anime ending, so the ending doesn't follow the ending of the manga.
No, not at all.
The biggest point it had against it. Boruto. I've only seen like the first few arcs of Boruto, and it's just there, right?
Yeah,
has it gotten better?
It has, apparently.
What's stopping it from being bottom? The anime has some amazing fights in it. Naruto and Sasuke versus
That fight's so
Fushigi,
sick.
That to me stands at the peak of shonen battle choreography. I fucking love that. I rewatch that fight every now and again. But I mean, it's from what I've seen, it's just not good. It's just not good. They should have just let Naruto die.
Oh.
What? Okay, Naruto. I've had an existential crisis on like where I would put Naruto.
Hi.
I'll be honest, guys.
Hi.
I don't know how much I like Naruto. Naruto is the anime that got me into anime. But at the same time, I feel like there is a lot that I don't like about Naruto that I'm forgetting. The Shounen exams, along with the Soul Society arc, is one of my favourite shonen battle anime arcs of all time.
They are both sick,
I think up to the Pain arc, like Naruto was great. I'm going to try and justify it. Is it true mid? I don't believe Naruto is true mid. I'm trying not to look at this with nostalgic goggles like I am with Bleach. I think Naruto is still a really, really good, solid shonen. Has it aged well? I don't think. It's definitely at least above mid. Is it better than Black Clover and Jojo Part 2? Neither seems right for me. It's not in the same caliber as those, but I think it's better than those. When I think about Naruto, I think about the 4th Ninja War arc, and I think about how dragged out that arc
It did go on for a bit.
Naruto, I don't think, ended the strongest. I tend to think back to Naruto and don't think that it's the best. Anytime I think to some of the most iconic moments in shonen battle manga and anime that I can think of, a lot of them are Naruto. It belongs somewhere there. But because of nostalgia, I'll put it there. Dr. Stone. This is a solid above mid. I think it is just a solid show. It's a solid show. It's Dr. Stone, so of course it's solid. I think that it has good moments in it. I think that has some good ideas.
I really enjoyed
the
first 2 seasons. I'm really looking forward to the third one. Really looking forward to seeing how we progress now that we're on the boat.
Going above and beyond. Fairy Tail. I mean, this is it, right, guys? It's got to be. Is there something worse on this list than Fairy Tail? Maybe Boruto, but at least Boruto had some good fights in it in the manga. God, maybe Boruto is below mid. I think it's only fair.
God.
If I'm putting Fairy Tail there,
Someone show Noxtaku this tier list. Jesus Christ.
Fairy Tail and Boruto is about as bad as Shonen can get, and that's why it's bottom mid. Okay. It's because a lot of these shows are held to such a high level of quality. If they're not really good, if the base level of bad shows in shonen battle manga is like mid, then that just says a lot about how good the quality is. And to me, these are the worst examples.
God, Fairy Tail being so low, that's so weird.
Bakuman is high mid. I really liked Bakuman. As a content creator, Bakuman means
I should read Bakuman.
Some of the philosophy that I found with making my own content, I've gotten from Bakuman. Was it like the director of like Shonen Jump or something? His line, it doesn't matter what your manga is about. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. It doesn't matter what your manga is about. It doesn't matter at all. All that matters is you make your manga interesting, and that's all that matters. That's what I think about when I approach my own content. And there's also like a second thing as well. The concept of you have authors in the Bakuman world that are pure geniuses, and you have authors in the Bakuman world which rely on data and trends and really try to.
They actually look into like the real way they come across like doing mangas, innit?
As a content creator, I've seen people on both sides of the spectrum. I've seen content creators on YouTube that are just pure geniuses and just go with their gut feeling and create whatever they want, and whatever they create is fucking amazing. And I've seen people who make equally good content that have based their creative process around data, around what they can see is trending. And I've always related to the second side of things. I don't think I'm a pure genius when it comes to content creation, but I've always been someone who's taken my inspiration from the people around me, and I've tried to make the best content I can from that kind of approach. Content creation is obviously my job, and Bakuman has played a massive part in getting me inspired as an artist and as a content creator. So to me,
You can see that Death Note art there.
I'm going to keep this one short and simple. Season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen is above mid. I have a feeling it's going to be high mid.
I still need to see the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, man.
Right now, based purely on Season 1, it's above mid. Season 1 is not peak shonen, guys. I don't want to say it's overhyped.
I mean, the animation is sick, but...
the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
And everyone's hyping up this new kid on the block, where, to me, it's not done anything that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. My favourite fight of last year
was
the
so
Hanami
good.
Fight. I love the action direction of Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's above mid. Anyone that puts Jujutsu Kaisen high, mid, and beyond are manga readers. Gonna call that right now. I honestly think
fair.
that if you put it high, mid, or above, you're probably a manga reader. If not, then I am genuinely curious why to you it's like high, mid. We've only had one season out, and it's been solid. It's been good. I've had fun with it. I had fun with Black Clover as well. That was my shonen tier list. That was me ranking every big shonen. Overall,
That's sick. That was cool.
I'm happy enough with this list.
Kind of disappointed with where Fairy Tail got put, but
I'm probably gonna get cancelled. This list is probably gonna get screenshotted, but I'm sticking with it. I am sticking with it. I'm ready for the salt, guys. I am ready for the fucking salt.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, that has been the definitive shonen anime/manga tier list by me, the only person who's ever been objectively right about every single shonen series that has existed.
Damn.
If you see this on YouTube, please hit the like or subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And hey, I also stream on Twitch on twitch.tv/Gigguk. That has been another tier list video. That has been another episode of me just shit talking anime. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Damn, that was quite fun. That was very entertaining. I like that. And if you guys want me to check out more videos on Gigguk's second channel, which is called Gaunt, let me know in the comments down below. But thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, links in the description of the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, next time.